Good evening. Today is March 10th, 2022. I am your host, D-Boy, and welcome to the Sports Podcast. Can I get some sports with that? I got with me today Mr. Marcus Allen. Say what's up.
I'm ready to eat. Let's get it. What's up, people?
I got with me Mr. Michael Robinson. Say what's up to the world.
What's happening, y'all? Y'all know who it is. Let's get it.
All right. And I got my main man, Mr. Christopher Watkins, aka Tweetmaster.
What it do?
And then last but not least, I got Mr. David Curry. David Curry, introduce yourself to the world.
What's going on, people?
Okay, my main man, Mr. Phil. Phil, say what's up to the world.
Man. Let's get this done.
Yes, sir.
So let's get right into it. So as some of you all may know, Victor Oladipo made his debut the other night in the Miami Heat 123-106 win. He had 11 points and 4 assists in 14 minutes. So question to the panel. With Oladipo's return, does that make the Miami Heat the favorites, the locked-in favorites to come out the East? Let's start with Marcus.
No, it doesn't make them a favorite coming out the East, but it does make them dangerous because that boy scored 11 points in 15 minutes. What do you have? 4 assists, I believe. And I think he had a steal. Yeah, so for him to even do that in 15 minutes, some people play 35 minutes and still can't even do that. So it makes them very dangerous. And if he can get back into the motion of things, his defense go come back with it. It makes Miami a dangerous defensive team that turns into offense.
Facts.
So now they don't have to keep relying on, Jimmy Butler and wearing him down.
Facts.
So
Facts.
That's what I got to say about that.
Facts. Now, the only thing I don't agree with what you just said, in my opinion, that makes Miami the favorites because you got Bam that can bang with Embiid or Giannis. And then really, if you really think about it, Miami can match up with Philly and Milwaukee because they got multiple bodies that can guard Giannis and Embiid. Or should I say, got multiple bodies that can guard Giannis? Because not only do you have Bam, you got Jimmy, you got PJ Tucker, you got Jimmy, you got PJ Tucker for Giannis. Then for Drew Holiday, you got Kyle Lowry. So in my opinion, Miami's the favorite to come out the East right now.
You are tripping because you acting like somebody's going to stop Embiid or Giannis. I don't care who you put on. Didn't Giannis show you this last year?
Man, I just got one response to that. Kawhi Leonard sent that boy home crying. So right. Chris, what do you say about that?
Well, I do believe that Oladipo makes the Miami Heat a better team because I like the combination of him, Jimmy Buckets, Bam, and my boy Kyle Lowry. I think they got the best defensive backcourt in the NBA right now with Oladipo, Lowry, Butler, Bam, and that shutting stuff down. I don't think it make him the favorite out the East because I still think because Harden in Philly is looking real good. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden James Harden is back to all-star James Harden. He ain't bull crapping, but better lack of words now.
He got something to prove.
You know what I'm saying? He got something to prove. And him and Embiid is going stupid together. Embiid making some catches, Embiid shooting. All of a sudden, Embiid's shot didn't get better. So I don't know. I don't know if it makes them the favorite, but Miami is definitely a threat. They definitely a 1 or 2 A team. Definitely. That's what I got to say about it.
All right. Mike, what's your thoughts on this, Mike?
Man, Miami the favorites with Oladipo back. I want to give it to him. I do. I want to give it to him, but I ain't sold just yet. Like, you know what I'm saying? Giannis, they still a factor, you know what I'm saying? And then Philly with this Embiid Harden, you know what I'm saying, situation. They a factor. But I gave it to them because if I'm not mistaken, Miami just beat Philly. So
They did. They did.
and that was
And
with
Bam
Harden.
shut that man down, held in the
That
4 for
was with Harden
15.
and P.
But this is still not the playoffs.
Yeah, and you saw what Miami do in the playoffs. They get to the finals. So you know what I'm saying? Don't try to
What finals they make it to?
What finals did they get to? They were just in the finals the year before last. Stop playing with Miami, bro.
Yeah,
Stop playing with Miami. Come on now.
The bubble.
Them home. They got sent home by Brown.
Exactly. So yeah, so I give it to them right now. They number one. They keep beating the Bulls. They didn't beat Philly. I give it to them.
All right. Yeah, like I said, man, Oladipo, man, that man's an X factor. He can guard one. He really technically can guard 1 through 4 in some matchups. He can guard some 4s in some matchups, but you can put him. Like, this is why Miami's going to be a matchup problem for any team, man, because like I just said, Oladipo can guard 1 through 4 in some matchups. Phil, what's your take on this?
Oladipo, I mean, he a really good player. You know, he's not too far removed from being, you know, and if not on the verge of superstar status, he was that before he got hurt. I think the addition to him in Miami does nothing but add to their depth. I think that's one of Miami's like biggest advantages compared to these other teams in the East is their depth. Like they could like normally when teams cutting down their rotation, like they could still go 10 deep.
Right. Facts.
And Oladipo is a special piece because like I said, he was not too far removed from being like the best player on the team. And now he's a role player. Like you got that kind of I don't know if he can start to come off the bench, but if he come off the bench, like him and Tyler Hero off the bench, you got 2 guys that can give you 30 that's coming off your bench. In addition to guys like Jimmy, Bam, and Kyle. Plus, like, they got shooters everywhere. Miami shoot the ball well. They play defense. They play playoff style basketball all year round. So what you're seeing from them now, you're going to see in the playoffs. And it's going to be tough to deal with no matter what team it is. Now, with all that said, I'm not going to have them as the favorite. But if they definitely a factor in the East. Like, they are definitely the cream of the crop of the Eastern Conference. Me personally, I'm gonna stick with the Bucks. They peaking at the right time in my opinion. Giannis is starting to pick it up. Chris Middleton is starting to ball out more. You know, Drew Holiday is consistent as ever. And I think a big key for Milwaukee is getting Brook Lopez back. You know, once he's healthy for the playoffs, now. I mean, I know Miami play a lot of defense, but the Bucks' size is a problem. It's a real problem. Like the only I think Philly could like mess with them, but I only think that's possible because of Embiid. Like because Embiid is that great. Other than that, Milwaukee's size and length is always going to be a problem in my opinion. And I think that the way they play defense is like the perfect counter for Miami for the way Miami plays on offense because, like I said, they got a bunch of shooters, and yeah, they got some guys that can create off the dribble. I think ultimately, if they play the Bucks, I think the Bucks length get the better of them.
All right. I mean, you mentioned size. I mean, it's not just Bam Adebayo. I mean, I'm not saying Dwayne Dedman is a world beater, but he's solid. Then they got Chris Boy, Mr. Yurtseven. He decent too. I've been keeping my eye on him. He decent.
If they use them, but they don't even use your
right. They really because Bam back and you got Dedman, so you really don't have any. You can run a two-man rotation, but they're gonna have to use them in the playoffs because if you go into the playoffs with 2 bigs, you're gonna get slaughtered on the boards. David, what's your take on that?
I do like Miami. I do like that Oladipo is back, but I might play devil's advocate and I say he may be the reason why I'm not gonna pick Miami because he's back now. We don't know the playoffs is a whole nother season. And so we don't know how long his longevity is. I'm not wishing nothing bad on him. I'm happy to see him back, but he still got to get into basketball for me. If he's only played a few games, and now you're going to be asking a lot of him in the playoffs. And is his durability together? Has he worked out enough with the team to get the chemistry going? Because also the playoffs is all about chemistry and picking at the right time. So don't get me wrong. It's good to have him back. I'm not saying, man, Miami is not it's not a playoff championship contending team, but I won't have him as the favorite because I'm honestly, the jury's still out on people that do got shooters. I do like Tyler Hero. I'm a big Tyler Hero fan. Honestly, I'm not so like on Duncan Robinson because he is a hit and miss. So he can win, he can shoot you in the game, and he also can shoot you out of it. So I will say that. And so they still got Jimmy and Bam. But right now, I would say that I will roll with Milwaukee as well because Philly is definitely making some noise. And I know Mike mentioned that Miami just beat Philly. Harden didn't play that game, by the way. So that may be a factor on why Miami won that game. Harden didn't play. So that Miami have the edge there because Embiid didn't have the other go-to scorer. But them two together are making noise, and they definitely gonna be a problem, a matchup nightmare for teams. But I think right now Milwaukee is the most complete because I'm looking at yesterday's game against Atlanta. Giannis dropped 43, Middleton dropped 23, and Bobby Portis dropped 23. Not to mention they got Serge Ibaka, Drew Holiday, and that chemistry that they have right now, they're peaking at the right time. And Brook Lopez should be coming back for the playoffs right now. So I believe Milwaukee would be the most complete team just because that chemistry with Oladipo isn't there yet. So right now I'm going Milwaukee.
Man, I'm glad you brought up Bobby Portis because he had been hooping. I forgot about him.
Hey, Dave, I know I picked the Bucks just like you, but I just want to push back one thing you said about Oladipo. You said it's going to be a lot asked of him, and I think that's the exact opposite. I don't think they're going to ask much of him because of all what they've been playing with all year. They haven't had him most of the year. They number one in the East. If anything, he'll add to whatever they're doing.
Y'all forgetting something.
What's up?
Here's another factor here's another advantage Miami has. Miami has a coach that actually knows how to game manage and how to make adjustments, unlike Milwaukee's coach. Yes, Milwaukee has Giannis, but Miami has something that can offset the Giannis effect. And his name is Eric Spoelstra. All the wars Eric Spoelstra's been through. Now, I'm not saying Miami would just do away with Milwaukee like that. But don't discount. I'm telling you, man, I got Miami coming out the East. Like, real talk. I got them coming out the East. Just because of the squad they have, the coach they have, I'm telling you, man. They went to the finals with just Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo and some role players. Now you add Victor Oladipo, and yeah, he been hurt and he just coming back. But you add a dangerous Victor Oladipo to the mix with what they already have. Yeah, man. I don't see nobody matching up against that. Not even Milwaukee.
And I can see how you feel that way, but you got a happy Embiid. Like I never see him this happy playing ball because he actually
I have when you was playing with Jimmy.
Okay, I give you that one. And when Giannis, the inner gangster in Giannis, he broke that out last year.
He was dancing and stuff, Phil, ain't it?
Man,
so, and mind you, Giannis got hurt in that Milwaukee series in the bubble, so that could be another advantage Miami had too. Giannis went down in that series,
right? And
they was down 3-0 when he went down.
How you gonna count out the jersey you got on, D-boy? You just gonna count out the Bulls?
Your series already over.
The Bulls is too.
You just gonna count out your Bulls, D-boy? You just gonna automatically count out your Bulls who ain't fully healthy?
The Bulls can't beat Philly, so That's
They
why I
can't
don't
beat
got the
none of the
Bulls.
big teams in the East.
Philly
I'm
or
gonna give you two
Miami.
reasons why I'm not talking about the Bulls, Chris. Injuries, or should I say three? Injury, size, and the most important reason, and Phil, you know what I'm gonna say.
Billy Donovan.
Billy Donovan. With his no adjustment, no rotation.
Well, I want to see when Boots
So,
get back, man. Boots and Tristan, how
The
that's
coaches is exactly why they haven't beaten none of the top teams in the East. None of the top teams in the league.
Yeah.
They go.
I'm not feeling the
They gonna
rotation.
struggle.
I am
right
not feeling those
now,
rotations.
not at all. I'm not either.
I'm gonna say this in closing. The game from Friday. The Rook straight flipped the game in the third quarter. You put the ball in his hands, and he was rewarding you. He was shredding Milwaukee's defense, shredding them. Bulls going to the quarter up, going to the fourth up 7. You put this man on the bench for 7 minutes too long. You put him back in the game. You take the ball out of his hands. Why? Can anybody answer that? Can anybody give me a valid excuse of why he took the ball out of his hands?
Because as a coach, I'm keeping that ball in my man's who is doing the damn thing for me all game.
Exactly.
The high hand.
I'm gonna let my point guard. I'm gonna ride or die with my point guard. I'm gonna let him win the game for me. If we up 7, I'm gonna keep the ball in his hands and see if he can get me up to 15.
Because that's like early in the year, remember, where they used to keep taking the ball out of Zach's hands when he was hot, giving the ball to DeRozan, and then when DeRozan was hot, they take it out his hands to put it back in Zach's hands, and it just kept irritating me.
That's why until somebody from upper management lets him know that he's gonna change how he does his rotations, or B, they fire him, the Bulls will never win a championship with him.
Yeah, real quick, D-Boy, before we move forward, I do want to say this. Right now, I'm looking at it. If the playoffs started today, we would be in trouble because because I was just going to say that we kind of disrespecting Boston right now because we didn't even mention them because they are playing phenomenal right now. And Jason Tatum.
Say that.
But here's why I would put the Bulls over Boston. Boston is a 1.5 man team. Jaylen Brown shows up sometimes offensively. Now defense, he got it. But offensively, he shows up sometimes. Perfect example. When the first meeting of the season between Boston and Chicago, everybody remember Boston was up like 25-30, middle of the third quarter. Bulls got it down to 14 into the third. Fourth quarter, the Bulls went on that same run. Can somebody tell me how many points Jaylen Brown scored from middle of the third quarter to the end of the game? Can somebody tell me?
Between 2 and 4.
You said.
I mean,
you don't think Marcus Smart gonna be a X factor?
You got Zoe. Zoe gonna cancel him out. You got Zoe. You got AC. Really, you got Zoe. You got Io for him. Then for Tatum, you could go Io. You could go Zoe. You could go P-Funk. You can go AC.
Don't put no little man on Jason Tatum. Don't put no little man on Jason Tatum.
Don't do that rookie like that.
He's done it.
He's a great defender, but don't do that rookie.
The meeting of the season, Io had that man on clamps. I promise you, go back and look up that second meeting and see what Jason Tatum.
And I want you to go look up Jason Tatum in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And I want you to look at his game yesterday. He dropped 44 against Charlotte yesterday.
I just say, Io, you got multiple defenders for that man to tire him out. Like I said, man, I can't give Boston an 1.5 man team. 1.5.
You gonna have that boy living like
that
Tyrone
half a
Woodley.
man you count gonna average about 25 against y'all.
If you take Tatum out the game, bro,
he averaged like 23, 24 on the season.
Yeah, okay, and that's great, bro. But Tatum is what Tatum is to the Celtics what Derrick Rose was to the Bulls back then. I'm telling you, one man record show.
You sleeping on JB.
You
I can't let you
saying
do
this
that,
like
man.
you really believe
I'm not
this.
giving Jaylen Brown no respect.
The Bulls ain't
he
had
do it
the
consistently.
Bulls ain't had
He
nothing
do
like
it in
no
the
Jaylen Brown.
playoffs.
Okay, all right.
You said
So if that
consistently,
man-
the
so-
man
so-
averaged 24 against
that
y'all.
man,
How is
so
that not
just know I'm
consistent?
coming back. Just know I'm getting everybody who said something about Boston.
Okay, we go put a pin in that, and we go come back to this when that shit happen.
And he'll be
All right.
hey, real quick, y'all.
Boston.
He'll be drinking that humble sauce because Jaylen Brown averaging 23 points a game, by the way. So
that's what I said. Almost 24.
Somebody get this man a shot of humble sauce real quick.
That's great. But y'all forgot Patrick Williams is coming back, bro.
Next year?
He's coming back to it. He doesn't have any chemistry with the team.
Okay. All right. Okay, we'll see.
We finna definitely have to bring
I
up.
want us to get the 4 seed just so I can make y'all drink that humble sauce. I hope we do get the 4 seed.
Okay,
anyway,
we'll see.
And Marcus
we gonna
needs
move on to the next topic. Now,
say what? Did you say
moving on to the NFL.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's talk about NFL other than
The Denver
just the All-Star
Broncos
guy.
has shocked the world by acquiring Super Bowl champion and multiple-time Pro Bowler and MVP Russell Wilson. Now, question to the panel: does Russell Wilson push Denver past Cincinnati, the Chargers, and the Kansas City Chiefs? I'm gonna be a jerk and start with Phil because I know he just itching to say no. So Phil, what is your take on this, sir?
I'm finna go ahead and surprise you. The Broncos is better than everybody but the Chiefs. And the Bills. I'll throw the Bills in there too. They're really good. And yeah, that includes Cincinnati with my boy Joe. I understand that's my guy. But that includes Cincinnati.
No.
The reason why is because, like, it's Russell Wilson, man. Like, come on now. We be over here talking about Aaron Rodgers. We be over here talking about Matthew Stafford, Tom Brady last year, like all these quarterbacks. Bro, Russell Wilson's still that dog. Like, come on now.
Yes,
the man went to what? 3 Super Bowls, won one. Like,
could have been 2.
When they broke up the Legion of Boom, the man was still winning 10 games a year with a boo-boo defense. Come on, like, this is Russell Wilson we talking about. Master of the improv, the dime dropper, okay? That's the only. I know Aaron Rodgers is a great passer, but it's some passes I've seen from Russell Wilson that I've only seen from Russell Wilson.
Facts.
And he over there with them young boys at receiver with Cortland Sutton and them, Jerry Jeudy. They had to give up Noah Fenton, but they got enough smoke. They still got them 2 great running backs. Mm-hmm. And we already know about Denver defense. When you put all that together, like, the only other teams that are built like that are either the Bills or the Chiefs. I mean, you could throw Tennessee in there too, but I don't trust Ryan Tannehill, so I'll automatically X them out. Cincinnati, I know y'all ain't gonna like this, but like Cincinnati dang near won that division by default last year. Like, Felix was on his last year. Lamar Jackson was hurt.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And the Chargers, they disappointed me last year, but they're gonna be better for sure. But when you think about all the other teams in the AFC, the other teams ain't built like the Broncos are. You feel me? All they needed was a quarterback, and they got him. So if I think they should probably like the 3rd best team in the AFC right now, just because I ain't gonna completely disrespect the Bills like that and the Chiefs. But yeah, that's my spill on. I think they 3rd best in the AFC right now.
Okay, you say that. So question. Well, not better yet. You say 3rd best. I'm gonna put them right behind the Chiefs. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put them ahead of the Chiefs, and here's why. Here's why. Because guess who's supposed to be coming back? That dude.
Who you talking about?
Mr. Miller. If they get Mr. Miller back, it's lights out for the AFC West.
You
Lights
talking
out.
about Vaughn?
Vaughn's supposed to be, they are rumored to be trying to get Vaughn to come back. If they get Vaughn with Chubb and all them guys, and Simmons and all them guys, man, that's not gonna be fair, boy.
They're gonna be the defense as they was 2 years ago.
I don't think Von gonna go back.
I don't think he's gonna go back either, but if he do, man, that's gonna be nasty, boy. That's gonna be something like the 2000 Ravens, boy. That's gonna be like the 2000 Ravens with a better offense. Like that's gonna be disgusting.
A significantly better offense.
Man, that's gonna be disgusting. Mike, what's your take on this, Mike?
Oh man. I just want to. All right, I'm gonna start off with a moment of silence. You know what I'm saying for them Seahawks, man. It's a sad day. Sad day, man. Sad day. The Legion. That's the last of the Legion. Bobby gone. You know what I'm saying? Russ up out of there. DK rookie by himself now. I know he want out. Don't stay there, bro. Get out of there. It's a sad day, man. I hate to see my man's Russ get out of there. All I wanted was for him to get back to the bowl in Seattle one more time. And it's not happening. It's not gonna happen. But in Denver, there's hope. Like Bill said, they got a nice squad over there. I'm looking forward to seeing him. But in Orange, though, I'm gonna miss the lime green for sure.
I know it's hurting y'all because it's the orange and blue and it ain't the Bills.
And the reports last year, they were talking about getting him.
It ain't hurting me.
Yes, you sound like Mikey acting look like he playing the piano.
Like,
He ain't got the lean to back and forth.
Sad day, man.
Sad Ray Charles going on.
I feel you. We feel your pain, sir.
it's a sad day for Seattle. RIP Seahawks.
Man, Mike, when I heard that, I was shocked when they said they were trading Wilson. I was like, okay. But then when they said they was releasing Bobby Wagner, I was like, oh yeah, y'all just conceding that y'all gonna suck this year. Like Bobby Wagner, huh? Okay, I guess. All right. Did you have anything else you want to add to that, Michael? That's pretty much your take.
He's done.
Okay. All right. Chris, what's your take on this, sir?
Oh man, I'm glad you came to me. Now, woo. This a big one for me because I remember the arguments we were saying. We was all talking. Me and you had this conversation, D-Boy, me, you and David, me, you, David, and Mark. We was talking about how the Denver Broncos always just been a quarterback away from greatness. Now they got their quarterback, but to Phil's point, like I know they got a lot of young talent, but all that young talent got hurt last year. I believe Judy and Sutton both missed about 4 to 6 weeks. Now that'll be my only thing. That'll be my only thing with them is if they can keep those core receivers on the field with Russ, and oh yeah, you got something deadly because we already know what the defense gonna do. We already know defense ain't gonna give up but about 16 or 17 points a game. You ain't gonna run the ball on Denver. You know they gonna shut all that down. But we just gotta see if them young boys can stay on the field because, like I said, both Judy and Sutton missed points, and I believe they lost their whole receiver core at one point. They was playing with like people at different positions at receiver, people who weren't even natural receivers at receiver. But if they stay
Oh, that
healthy,
was at quarterback.
that was at quarterback.
Yeah, they had some crazy stuff going on. All their quarterbacks caught
All
COVID.
they quarterbacks like that was crazy. But I give them like the two AC in the AFC because I can't just because Joey earned his respect from me, so I can't just move. And I don't think Joey just gonna go nowhere, even though all these other AFC teams gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be coming. I don't think Joey just gonna go away. He ain't the type of dude that's just gonna get to the Super Bowl and just let Patrick Mahomes or Russell Wilson, for that matter, just have his spot. I don't think Joey that type of dude. But it's gonna be interesting. I think that the AFC just became a whole lot stronger, boy. Definitely, you better watch out for that AFC. But but if they stay healthy, Denver would definitely beat it because like the defense on point, and like I said, they've been a quarterback away. Let's just hope Russ can get them over the top because I feel like it's gonna be a lot of pressure. Because if he don't produce, I think it's gonna go bad for him if he don't produce. Because I think the expectation for him is just to take that team there. Like they expect the Super Bowl to bust, but I think Denver's now. They expect it now. That's why they went and got Russ. They want it now. So let's just see how it goes. And that's what I gotta say.
Hey, real quick, just wanted to update you. Cortland Sutton actually was not hurt last season. He played all 17.
It was Judy that got hurt?
Yeah, Judy got hurt.
Yeah, Judy missed a couple games for sure.
And then I believe Hamler was out for like 2 or 3 games.
I had him on my roster and he was out for something. I don't know if he was sat out again. He ain't sat out no game.
No, he just played bad. He played all season.
He had a horrible quarterback.
We don't want to talk about Cortland Sutton fantasy football related. We don't want to do that.
David, to your point, that's how I know he played all season because I kept having the
I swear, it's like the man was he on the field? Like the man didn't play.
Right. Yeah, I mean, like you said, Chris, it's gonna be Super Bowl or bust. And so I already know Denver, man. I already know the fans in Denver still going crazy. I know they can't wait till football season start, boy, because that first home game gonna be bananas, boy. Marcus, what's your take on it, sir?
I'm gonna say this. Russ want all the smoke. That's why he went there. That's why he want all the smoke. Hey, Denver is the new Seattle. Let me tell you why.
Yep, that's facts.
Is Denver not one of the top 5 defense in the league?
Yeah.
No.
What do you mean, no?
They ranked 8th last year, by the way.
Okay.
You guys know. Okay,
fine. 8th, because they was at 5 for a minute. So I give you top 10 defense then.
Mm-hmm.
Do they not have 2 badass running backs?
Definitely.
Do they not have young talent that are go-getters? They just missing the tight end right now, but Russ will make up for that.
Well, they supposed to be moving up that the other tight end they had, and they expected him to fill that role that Noah was.
And he's not that bad. He's not that bad. And don't be surprised if Bobby Wagner go to the Bears or Denver. Just putting that out there. But
I wouldn't put it past them. Just like I wouldn't put just like I got the strangest feeling DK gonna end up in Chicago.
As much as
I would love that. Is another great defender. Perfect.
I would love that, but he has a better chance going to the Eagles. However,
you can't.
He ain't gonna be no bird.
Russ is putting everybody on point, letting them know, hey, all the smoke is in the AFC. I'm gonna show y'all who the best quarterback is. Y'all keep talking about my homeboy. Y'all keep talking about Joey Mafia. Y'all keep talking about Allen. Especially when you talk about Allen, you got to say which one. The defensive Allen, or we talking about the quarterback Allen?
Right.
So Russ is putting everybody on point. Like, I'm not done yet. I just had a boo-boo on my finger. Trust me, I'm still that guy. And that's why he went to the AFC. That's why he went to Denver, where, hey, okay, they got a defense. My offense is just almost like the Seattle, my team now. Got some decent receivers, and they young. Oh, yeah, let's do this. And the coach, I like the coach. So
he ain't got no DK over there, though.
He ain't got no. I bet you one of them receivers about to turn to DK.
I gotta see.
Hey, I'm gonna say this right now. Hamler, remember that name?
Hamler. Oh, he good. He real.
This whole
that boy about to be a fantasy.
This whole trade giving me deja vu vibes because what's the odds that they traded Russ to Denver and Russ beat Denver when they got Peyton Manning for their quarterback in the Super Bowl? Like
they knew they was the first ones to know about.
Conspiracy. There they go. Conspiracy theory.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's I don't know.
Hey, I don't know.
Hey,
that's something to think about.
I'll throw a little nugget at y'all real quick.
Yeah,
what's the nugget?
He ain't gonna leave no birds to go to some other birds. That's
Just a little nugget, man. You know Russ wants to smoke because wherever he go, it become the hardest division. NFC West was the hardest division last year. Pretty sure the AFC East be the hardest division.
And that's what I was just about to put my finger on. Thank you for saying that, Phil. Hey,
that also lets you know how much you move the needle.
That's definitely a valid point, but we gotta move on. David, what's your take on it, sir?
All right. We can say now that the AFC, which probably has been for the longest, but we can go ahead and put a stamp on it now. The AFC is the Western Conference of the football. Yep. So clearly, there's so many stacked teams over there. I know the East and NBA is good, but the West got 1 through 8 darn near is hard to beat. A good team barely wins 50 games in the West. So it's tough over there. But anyway, going back to Russ Wilson joining in Denver, great, solid pickup for them. But one thing I don't want to piggyback off, or I'm going to have to definitely disagree with something D-Boy said. Denver Broncos and Baltimore Ravens of the 2000s, stop it. Not even close. Not even close. No. They was the 8th ranked defense last year, like I said. No. They weren't even top 5. So that's not – 8 is fine. It's top 10, but it ain't top 5. And so I'm not going to compare an 8th-ranked defense to a Super Bowl winning defense. We can't do that. So that's asinine. So there ain't no Ray Lewis's over there. There ain't no Ed Reed's over there. If Von Miller come back, yeah. But come on now, you can't.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, the Chiefs had a Super Bowl winning defense, and what was they ranked?
Horrible.
You said what?
I said the Chiefs had a Super Bowl winning defense, and what was they ranked?
The Chiefs didn't have no Super Bowl winning defense.
They won the Super Bowl, and their defense played, which means they had a Super Bowl winning
MVP. That's what they.
Yeah, the Chiefs never had a Super Bowl winning defense. They ain't never win.
They won with that defense though.
Hey, that's my point. They won the Super Bowl, and their defense was there, obviously. So what was they ranked? It was lower than 8. I know that.
It may have been. That's something we would have to look up, but I'm not trying to overrate Denver's defense. That's what I'm not going to do. Compared to the Ravens, no. They gotta show more than what they've been showing. They gotta earn that. Come on now, that's the Ravens we talking about. Come on now, they gotta earn that. That's like comparing them to the 80. Come on, D-boy. That's like comparing them to the 85 Bears. Come on now, can't do that. Can't do that, man. Okay, but anyway, going back to what I'm saying. It's a good pickup, but I'm gonna piggyback off what Phil said. There ain't no DK over there. They ain't no DK, and they got a young team, but their running backs are solid. Their running game is A1, so I'm going to say that because Melvin Gordon is a stud. Who's the other running back? I can't think of his name.
Williams.
Yeah,
ran for 1,000 yards.
Yeah, both of them monsters in the backfield, and then you got Russ who can still move the needle with his legs too. He can still be a threat with his legs. So it's definitely a solid upgrade. So Mike already played the piano for Seattle because they got Drew Lock going over there. So we already know they finna go ahead and probably win win 3-4 games, and so they'll be looking to draft the quarterback because Drew Lock ain't the answer. We know that, but I'm not putting them over. Honestly, I'm not putting them over Cincinnati, Buffalo, or Kansas City. I got them at least 4th right now in the AFC.
What makes them different when we was talking about if Aaron went to Denver compared to Russell Wilson?
If Aaron Rodgers went to Denver, I wouldn't be overhyping them either. I feel the same way if Aaron Rodgers was their quarterback because Aaron Rodgers has yet to prove that he can get to another Super Bowl. So the jury gonna be out on him in the playoffs. He went home and he had home field advantage. He had a whole week off, and San Francisco just beat Dallas. They came to Lambeau and he couldn't even put up 10 points.
They put a hurting on him.
So even if right, so if Aaron Rodgers went to Denver, I wouldn't be celebrating either. I still wouldn't put them. I still have them 4th because the jury's still out on. Don't get me wrong. I like Judy. The jury's out on Cortland Sutton because, like Mikey said, I got to see it to believe it because he let me down in fantasy because he had so much praise. He had a lot of praise, and so he didn't produce. So I still have to see it to believe it because I'm not taking anybody on the Broncos receiving core over anybody in Buffalo, Cincinnati, or Kansas City. So I have to see it to believe it. But don't get me wrong, Russell Wilson is an X factor, and it's going to be a great team. But I got him 3rd and at least 4th.
So is DK still a fantasy pick?
Say that again.
Is DK still a fantasy pick now that Russ gone?
Like I said before, it's DK.
Yeah, he
did y'all see what he did when Russ wasn't playing? Them was his best games of the season.
Some receivers are just built like that. They don't care who's throwing about. Ask DeAndre Hopkins all he is in Houston before Deshaun Watson got there.
Oh my!
So
I actually heard Seattle rumored to make a move on him.
On Deshaun?
Yeah, I don't know how true that is, but that's what I was hearing.
That's scary.
Oh yeah, some receivers just built different, man.
He goes to the Seahawks. The 12s are back. Ain't no.
I'm gonna say this in closing. Like I said, I doubt it happened. But if they get Von Miller back, that, like I said, it's gonna be lights out for the AFC West. And everybody know I'm a Joe Burrow fanatic, but if they get Von Miller back, yeah, I don't see nobody, and they stay healthy. I don't see nobody beating Denver. Not even Marcus, my homeboy. Nah, nope.
All right, homeboy always gonna be that guy.
I got one thing to say. I got Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill, and do I need to keep going, Patrick Mahomes? Do I need to keep going with that? Or are we gonna let that sink in right there?
Hey, defense wins championships.
Not if you're the Kansas City Chiefs.
Exactly. Tell him. You took the words right out my mouth, bro.
At least that's what they say.
Right back to that Chiefs team.
Hey, he is the Magic Johnson of football.
Where was they defense ranked? And they still won. Stop playing with them boys.
Hey, well, like I said, Mike, that's what they say. They say defense wins championships.
Offense sell the ticket.
Speaking of championships, let's talk about somebody who only has one championship, but is now the highest paid player in the history of the NFL.
Somebody take that gun away from him.
I am talking about Mr. Aaron, or as I call him, Sharon Rodgers. $200 million, 4 years, $153 million guaranteed.
Blackjack.
Panel. And let's start with Mr. Christopher Watkins.
Oh my. All right. Aaron Rodgers has pulled the biggest heist ever seen in the National Football League. He used regular season play and 2 MVPs to get $200 million and only one ring. Wow! And let me say this without using profane language: 2 spankings, shellackings, stompings from San Francisco in the playoffs, where it counts, where you're supposed to be going to get you're supposed to be this great quarterback, the greatest, best thrower of the football, all the accolades, but you can't win the games that actually matter. And it's one team that has consistently beat you, has stomped you, has kept you out the playoffs. I believe 3 of the last 4 times you haven't been, you've gotten stomped by the same San Francisco 49er team, the same team with Jimmy Garoppolo. You're Aaron Rodgers. They have Jimmy Garoppolo. It don't make sense. And he wins. Like, I don't. Then this dude was supposed to be going to Jeopardy. He wasn't even supposed to be coming back, but $200 million. You just made Jordan Love the biggest bust in the NFL because the boy ain't gonna even get to play for another 4 years. He gonna be
That ain't his fault.
He gonna be like 32 before he. I know it ain't his fault, but
He's
how
gonna be
bad
32 before he plays.
32.
how horrible is that for you to get drafted by a team? That you thought you was gonna replace this dude going into a season, and they just get him 200. How does that make you?
Polo Tink Tink.
Either this year or next year, I bet they're gonna trade Jordan Love to whoever team get hurt and need a quarterback.
But Aaron Rodgers just killed his career because ain't no tape on the dude, ain't no film. Who's gonna pick him up? He's not gonna
It's
start.
some film.
There's some film.
I just told you. Yeah, I just told you. They gonna somebody gonna get hurt, lose their quarterback, and they gonna trade for him. So they got a quarterback.
No, they gonna go get Mitch because Mitch still out there. So they gonna go get
Mitch. Mitch is finna be on the team.
Mitch for Jordan.
Mitch finna be on the team.
Going to the Giants. The Giants are reportedly trying to get Mitchell Trubisky.
And if he go there, he gonna take Daniel Jones' spot.
Oh yeah.
But I think Aaron Rodgers just pulled the biggest heist over the NFL, and he needs to be suspended, sued, smacked. Like, you just stole all the NFL money, and that's all I gotta say about that. He just stole.
Okay. Here's my problem with it. Not only do I not like the guy personally, like I think he's a jerk, but you supposed to be all about the team. Oh, I need a team around me. I don't have a team. If I had a team, I could get it done. Aaron Jones, A.J. Dillon, Devontae Adams, Alan Lazard, Robert Tonyan, MVS.
Don't count that, man.
And I'm missing somebody. I know I am.
Oh, you said don't count Scatlin?
Nah, that boy.
I'm gonna say like my brother would say it. Randall Cobb.
And Randall Cobb. And you mean to tell me you can only put up 10 points against San Francisco's second string secondary?
Not to mind you that Aaron Jones had 100 yards a season. We're gonna let that sink in too.
Bro, he only put up, you know why he put up 10 points, bro? I'm gonna tell you why, bro. Because he that good and he be letting it get to him, bro. He do that. Relax.
Man, I'm
so
not
he spent the whole game talking about
relax.
And now the game over. You know what I said? Now the game over.
Don't
you relax
relax
the whole game. Y'all only got 10 points.
No, he relaxed. His little egg behind came out there and was like, okay, we're playing San Francisco in my house. They got this garbage quarterback and they whole starting secondary is out. Oh yeah, man, I'm just about to cruise through this. I ain't gotta try.
Exactly. He kind of did though. He lost to special teams. I mean, if you really think about it, he was kind of right. He ain't have to do nothing. He cruised through the game.
I mean, special teams, the Green Bay special teams. But come on now, if you
to some miracle special teams.
If you the multiple MVP, you missed the discount double check. You supposed to discount double check more than 10 points up out that arm, bro.
Discount double check that paycheck. That's what he did.
Hey, because I swear I didn't hit none of that. I own stuff when he was playing San Francisco. He wasn't doing none of that. I own you in San Francisco.
What's really sad? I know Devontae Adams pissed.
Why? He just made $20 million.
40
1 year. 20 million guaranteed.
He got tagged.
20 million guaranteed for 1 year.
He got tagged though.
They tagged him because they're gonna restructure Aaron Rodgers' contract next year.
But he still guaranteed 20 million this year when he plays.
Not only that,
he could have got more though.
More than 20 million for 1 year?
No. What I'm saying is they franchise him because he's gonna get paid next year.
Yeah, he's gonna get paid next year, but this year he gets 20 million.
Nah, bro, yeah, he could have got more than 20. 20 was the market for franchise tag, and I think he got the market for double franchise tag because then he get tagged last year too.
No, he didn't get tagged last year.
Mm-hmm. This is
his first time. He was on his way to Vegas.
But then he just got the market for franchise tag. That's the market for when you know what I'm saying.
Well, who's gonna cry over 20 million for 1 year?
But niggas,
they messed him up because he was on his way to Vegas. He had just bought a $12 million house in Vegas. He was on his way here to Vegas.
He'll go next year.
But here's the thing. Then I'm gonna give the floor to Marcus. You still gotta pay Preston Smith. You still gotta pay Zadarius Smith. You still gotta pay Jair. You still gotta pay.
Jair's still on his rookie contract.
Say what now?
Jair's still on his rookie contract.
But that's just one player. You still got to pay Preston Smith. You still got to pay Zadarius.
Amos.
You still got to pay Adrian Amos.
And they got to pay their whole secondary. I think the whole secondary.
They got to pay their whole secondary. I'm not likely going to lose Kevin King because you're not going to be able to pay him and then pay everybody else. So you just gave this man $200 million to probably lose in the first round of the playoffs for the next 4 years because their defense is going to be trash.
Can I have the floor now?
Marcus, what's your take on this?
I'm going to be Aaron Rodgers' attorney.
Oh,
what is my record for the past 7 years? It's always a winning record, right? Am I not always making it into the playoffs?
And always getting beat by what team?
Okay. Yeah. We ain't talking about playoffs right now. Am I not the best three quarterback in the league? Like, am I not the top three when you talk about quarterbacks?
Number one ratio.
Huh?
He don't throw interceptions.
Number one with ratio.
Right, he don't throw interceptions.
I don't throw interceptions. Thank you for making my point. I don't throw interceptions.
Number one in ratio.
But you know who throw interceptions? Patrick, my homeboy. You know who else throw interceptions? Joey Mafia. Oh, what's that guy? Allen? Yeah, he throws them too. But do Aaron throw interceptions? No. I'm going to give you a winning record. I'm going to give you a great QBR rating. Not only that, I didn't got my boy paid $20 million franchise. He gonna get paid even more next year. I still get to keep my running back. I still get to keep my offensive line. I still get to keep all these bum ass receivers that I can throw the ball to if I want to. Oh, boo-hoo, we gotta pay people on defense. I lose one or two people. Cha-ching, I'm gonna wipe my tears with my fucking $200 million. Go play with the Bears.
No rings.
Matter of fact, I'll go help you play with the Bears because I own them too.
But you get no rings. The whole point of playing is to
everybody get talking about it. Shit. It does a Playboy get upset because he ain't got a ring? Does a Playboy get upset because he ain't got a ring? Or is he living his best life? Huh?
Hey,
Do I still fill that stadium up every day? Every game is that stadium? They buy a stock.
Then you just
My
made a
fans are
case.
buying
You making a
stock in
case
my
for
team.
Eli Manning to be a Hall of Famer because he ain't got your numbers, but he got
I'm
more
already
rings
a
than you.
Hall of Famer. That's not even in question. I'm first ballot.
No, Eli should go ahead before you just because he got more rings now.
I
Eli
am
got more rings.
Ron.
Man, stop that crap.
I am Ron. You cannot deny me
yeah,
my golden jacket.
Aaron, the guy who
Hold on,
loses in
Phil.
the
What you
first
trying to
round
say,
every
man?
year.
Yeah, Eli going in because Eli beat the GOAT twice.
What you trying to say, Phil?
What that's supposed to
I know.
mean?
Yeah, go on.
I don't mean
Don't
nothing.
don't disrespect Goat Manny.
So don't give me no
Go
mess
man, they got a
about.
losing overall record. So yes, I'm gonna disrespect them.
2-time Super Bowl MVP. Stop
Boy
playing
got
with
hot for
that.
2 years and got 2 rings out of it. That's all he did his career.
But
That's
hold
more.
on.
That's
But
more.
hold on,
That's
Phil.
more
Hold
than
on.
any
Take account
player.
who he beat.
That's
Who
more
did
than
he beat,
any
Phil?
player ever on the Chargers.
Like I said, 2
Okay,
out of his
Phil, we gotta take into
15
account who did he beat,
years,
Phil?
he was
Who did he
good.
beat, Phil?
I'm gonna put it
2 out
like
of
Who did
his
this.
he beat,
15
Phil?
years, he was good.
Hey, Chris, I'm
That's
gonna put it
2
like
more
this.
years
You want me to
than
win a
any
ring?
player
Give me
ever on
300
the
million.
Chargers.
If you want me to win a ring, give me 300 million.
Talking
Then I
about
give
That's
you a
exactly
ring.
why I feel gonna make the Hall of Fame before Eli.
No, he not.
Hey, no, Phil. Eli gonna
And when
he
he
beat the
do,
GOAT.
I want y'all to
Phil,
go
you
ahead
gotta
and take some of
understand.
that
He got
humble.
I'm done with y'all
he beat the
shenanigans.
GOAT
Let me hear
twice.
from David.
He the only
Hey.
man who got 2 wins on the GOAT. He beat the GOAT twice.
I'm trying to get into this topic, man. Y'all
Yeah.
trying to get me distracted.
Right. I was just saying we gotta go. Phil, what's your take on this, sir?
All right, so y'all know Aaron Rodgers used to be my boy. But to what Chris saying, talking about a heist, you want to talk about a heist? Let's talk about Jay Cutler contract with the Bears. If you want to talk about a heist, because
Okay.
this ain't no heist.
I knew he was
Aaron
gonna do
Rodgers, like we always say, is the most talented quarterback in the league. And whenever a man in the position is up to get paid in the NFL, they always want to have the highest contract. That's just how it goes. Aaron Rodgers deserves his contract.
Yes.
Facts, no
He
doubt.
don't show up in the playoffs. Yeah, we know that. He also only got 1 Super Bowl and ain't been to one since he won his last Super Bowl. He done lost the last 4 NFC championships. Understandable. But guess why they paying him $200 million?
Because he gives us hope.
I said this last show. 11 straight years of throwing less than 10 picks.
They give him
4,500 yards last year.
Jordan Love sucks. And if they wouldn't have gave him that money and he would have left, they'd have been pretty much winless.
But did that happen?
I didn't hear what you said, D-boy.
It still doesn't matter because your defense is going to be complete ass.
But you're still gonna have a winning record.
Hey, hold on, because I got D-boy on that too. I'm finna get to that too. So as I was saying, like I said, the man was great. Won MVP the last 2 years, got 3 total, all that good stuff. Now, you keep talking about how the defense, they ain't gonna be able to pay him. They might lose maybe 1, maybe 2 pieces, because you already know they're gonna restructure his contract next year. And so that's gonna allow them to pay the other guys. They're just gonna give them a stupid fat signing bonus. And that's how they're gonna be able to weigh the money out between the other guys. Because Preston Smith is going to be a free agent next year. Zadarius Smith is a free agent this year. Kevin King's contract is also up. And Jair, I think it's another 2 years before his contract up. And I'm pretty sure they're going to franchise at least 2 of those guys within the next 2 years.
Definitely Zaire gonna get franchise. I think he gonna get definitely Zaire.
So that defense will be fine for the most part. But he worth the money, man. Oh yeah. Also, y'all gotta understand, he didn't sign the contract yet. That's another big
That is
thing.
true.
He didn't
That
sign
is
it
true.
yet. But y'all know he finna stay there. He gonna sign that contract. Nobody finna turn away. Ain't nobody finna turn away all that money, man. But I mean, he got what he wanted. You know, Green Bay gave him everything he wanted. Ain't nobody really shocked that he getting what he wanted. So all that's left now is play ball, Aaron. No more excuses.
You want to talk about robbery? Cam Robinson is robbing people, making
Like I told
just
y'all
to
a
block
couple
somebody.
shows ago, them ratios misleading. Them touchdown interception was misleading. But
They're
he's
not
still worth his money
misleading.
though.
It shows.
He's still worth his money though. He's still worth his money. I ain't denying
Worth
that.
his money, but Phil, he can't
That's
beat Jimmy G. That's on that whole way to me. You can't beat Garoppolo, bro.
He's
Well,
not
who
the
can the
only one
Bears
playing,
beat?
is he?
The Bears can't beat nobody.
But I'm just saying, we talking about
he's
Ron.
in the Chargers.
He can't beat.
Hey, we can't beat the Raiders. Correct yourself.
He can't beat. But come on now. If you just look at it, come on, look at Aaron Rodgers and Jimmy Garoppolo, man. It's plain who the best.
Aaron Rodgers is not playing against Jimmy Garoppolo. He playing against that 49er defense.
Yes. And Tom Brady can't beat Eli. So let's move on.
Right.
Go Manning.
Mike, what's your take on this, sir?
I take is Goat Man. No, I'm just playing. But nah, honestly though, like I told y'all before, man, Aaron Rodgers, them numbers is misleading, bro. Them touchdown interception numbers, all that's misleading. You do all of that and don't make no noise in the playoffs. You do all that, lose to the same teams. I mean, just because what? Just because you ain't throwing picks don't mean you winning me a game. I could come in and not throw picks and still lose the game.
It just mean he ain't throwing picks.
You know what I'm saying? That don't, you're not winning when it counts, and that's the thing for me. Honestly, I don't know how this man keep losing in the playoffs to any and every team, any and every year. That right there alone would. I mean, I give you 175 before I give you the 200 if that's the case. You know what I'm saying? But he deserves money though. Like I can't say he don't deserve his money because the numbers is there. Like when your numbers speak for themselves. You know what I'm saying? So at that point, but I mean, like I said last show, he was blowing smoke. We knew he was staying there. We knew the Green Bay was gonna pay him. We knew how all this was gonna play out. Honestly, the whole time. So I don't know what the point was. The like Phil said now, just come out and ball. But we know that's not gonna happen. He gonna come out, he gonna ball, he gonna put up low interception numbers like Phil talking, and then he gonna lose to San Francisco again or somebody else again. You know what I'm saying? Most likely San Francisco though. So which is why them numbers is misleading. You see what I'm saying? Because fine, shut up and ball. So he shut up, he balled, he won 13 games again, maybe he won 15 games, who knows? Still lost to San Francisco or the next person in the playoffs. So misleading. You could put up all them interception numbers every year and still lose to somebody. It's almost like the Dallas Cowboys. What can happen will happen. You know, it don't matter how great your touchdown interception ratio is, because you're not gonna win.
You just compared them to the Dallas Cowgirls.
I mean,
I definitely did compare him to that. When you look at how it break down,
you do not respect this man.
You got a point. David, what's your take on it, sir?
Before I get started, I need a camera on me moment. I got a PSA I got to give out. Jordan Love. Green Bay, though, I have no faith in you, sir. No faith in you at all, sir. No longer the successor.
Yeah.
Tell me that it's already gone bad before they finished. So, Jordan Love, it was good knowing you or hearing about you even being drafted, but your time in Green Bay
prom night dumpster baby.
Your time in Green Bay is up, because think about this, Jordan Love. They drafted you, and they doing everything else under the sun to not play you. They even paid a 36-year-old quarterback $200 million for 4 more years.
Till he 40.
They have no faith in you, sir. So your best bet is to try to get out of Green Bay as fast as you can, because you are not the successor.
Hey, David, is he the John Sally of football?
Oh, God.
I know this man didn't say John Sally. No, this man did.
Wow.
All right, David. So is that your take? You got anything else you want to add to that?
That was a PSA, but really quick, I'm just gonna get to it. 4,115 yards, 37 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 69.1 QBR. Number 1 in the league last year. That was his numbers. So back-to-back MVP. He deserved a contract. But what have you done to even? I mean, you deserve it, but the question is, what you gonna do with it? Put your money where your mouth is. It's time to put in the work now, Aaron, because it's been over a decade since you even touched the Super Bowl. It's been over a decade, and so you need to put your money where your mouth is and ball out this shit, because you owe Green Bay another Super Bowl. You may owe them another 2, because you got 4 more years there. You at least owe, if you got 4 more years there, you at least owe, if you can't get to, you at least owe them another Super Bowl.
Facts.
So you got to do something. So that's really is my take, is that I wanted to give my eulogy to Jordan Love, and then I wanted to mention that Aaron Rodgers got to put his money where his mouth is.
Hey, I just want to say this real quick. Green Bay is 1 Super Bowl, 1 quarterback stop. Brett Favre, 1 Super Bowl, 1 stop. Aaron Rodgers, 1 Super Bowl. Jordan,
even Bart Starr,
the other quarterback that they go draft. I'm not even gonna mention the other guy's name anymore.
The other guy.
He's the other guy.
Hey, that is facts. Like, he does owe them another Super Bowl. For as much drama as he carried on the last 2 seasons, like, he owes them another Super Bowl before this contract is up.
That's his retirement money. That's AARP money. That's going straight.
That's the ARP money.
AARP
well, he's
money.
gonna have that ARP money, and then he gonna have that Jeopardy money. So I'm right, but
he's already paid in full.
Exactly. All right, let's switch back to the NBA. So Kyrie Irving, as you may know, the Brooklyn Nets did beat the Charlotte Hornets last night. Kyrie Irving put up 50 points and 6 assists. Now, my question to the panel is, and I'm going to start with Mike. My question to the panel is, if they lift the mandate in New York, does that make Brooklyn the most dangerous team in the Eastern Conference? Mike, what's your take on that?
No. Brooklyn, I hate to say this, man, because I wanted to see, some type of success out of them, but Brooklyn over with. I'm gonna just call it what it is, bro. They over with. They made it back to the playoffs. They up at the AFC, you know what I'm saying? But let's hope they don't drop and fall out the play-in tournament, because that's where they at. They only 2 games above the Hawks, and the Hawks is they hot low key. So they definitely
they definitely sizzling.
And if they got to play the Hawks, in a play-in tournament, I don't know how that's gonna play out either. So I'm not sold on Brooklyn. But the main reason I'm not sold on Brooklyn is it's not even because of Kyrie and the mandate. I'm not sold on Brooklyn because of KD. Truthfully, Kevin Durant is the reason I'm not sold on Brooklyn. Kevin Durant, man, I don't know. I just don't got faith in him getting the job done. He gonna get hurt, toe on the line. I don't know, bro. I just don't got faith in him getting it
Not
done.
the toe on the line, man. That wasn't his fault.
Literally his fault. His foot too damn big.
Did he make the shot though?
I know it was his fault.
Did he make the shot though?
But all the work he put in to get that far, who to say he wouldn't have got hurt in the next round or something?
That's true.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying?
That's definitely a fair point.
In the playoffs, that man definitely be overexerting himself to get them W's, because people don't step up, and somebody got to. So for him you saw what he was doing to get them 50 balls. I mean, he was tired, still doing turnaround jumpers and can't even breathe. So
I mean, wheezing up the court. Yeah, I hear you. I mean, you kind of surprised me saying KD, but I mean, every point you gave about KD is facts. Like, KD is the reason that Toronto got that championship.
Exactly.
Because had KD not got hurt that series, I don't care how great Kawhi is. No.
He came in for 5 minutes and basically it was like a sweep in 5 minutes. You saw them just sweep it away in 5 minutes. Like the whole game changed.
I mean,
In 5 minutes, they was like, we lost.
You would have thought the Red Army came. You would have thought the Red Army came in there and just ran through Nova Scotia Arena. I mean, they came out and it was like
Serge knew the assignment. That's why he has to hurt that man.
It was like the Harlem Globetrotters against the junior varsity all-stars.
Serge said, I've seen this before. I'm finna stop this right now.
He said, oh, no, I've been here before.
I mean, KD came out there like, hey, y'all remember how Mike used to come out when he was pissed off? That's how KD did them. KD was like, oh, okay. So y'all think y'all did something, huh? Okay. Yeah. Kawhi, come here. Yeah, I want you to guide me. Come here. Here, take this.
That quick, he changed the game, bro. That quick.
Out there moving with one leg.
Man. I still don't, to this day, I don't understand how Golden State didn't go home that night, man. Because when KD got hurt, that was Toronto's chance, man. And they fortunately, them losing that game didn't cost them that series. But they were supposed to have closed them out that night, in my opinion, because KD got hurt. He tore his Achilles.
They hit 23s that game, and KD hit 4 of them.
Right.
He clearly did just enough for them to win.
Literally.
Freeze, dunks. I mean, KD was giving them a 20-piece with nothing but hot sauce, no mild sauce. He was giving them 20-piece spicy, extra hot sauce, boy. He was
easiest 20 you ever seen, and all his shots look so easy. All of them look so easy. They could do nothing with him.
Wait, say that again, Chris.
All his shots look so easy. They couldn't do nothing.
Man, effortless. Speaking of Chris, what's your take on this, sir?
Nah, I'm gonna agree with Mike, man. The 50 by Kyrie is cool. And Kyrie been hooping, Lou, 10 games. He been hooping, but yeah, the Nets is done, man. I think they done.
You think they done?
They might get up to like the 6th seed, maybe. They might get to 6, but I don't believe the hype no more. I think they're done. And that's nothing else I can say. I don't think KD I just don't think they got enough. And I think they gave Philly out. All their shooters then went to Philly now. You know?
Yeah, them losing Joe Harris, that's gonna hurt.
Yeah, so
that is definitely gonna hurt.
And I love KD.
I would say Ben Simmons, but we all know Ben Simmons can't shoot.
KD is dog, man, but KD, I'm sorry, KD just can't do it. Him and Kyrie ain't enough. You know? I gotta say, man, they ain't gonna be enough.
Right. All right, let's move on to Marcus because I know he just been down. He been itching. What you got to say, sir?
Brooklyn is not out of it yet. Y'all tweaking. So it's this guy named Andre Drummond.
Ooh.
Who, if given the chance, he will give you 20 and fucking 20 if he wanted to. Yeah. Kyrie, if like you said, if they open it up and Kyrie can play home games, Brooklyn becomes a dangerous team again. Y'all act like he just stopped balling because he don't play home games no more. What else? I got, they are 8th seed right now, 33 and 33. So they 500. They only 3.5 games behind the Raptors.
Yeah, I say they get 6.
And they can catch up with Cleveland because Cleveland's only 38 and 27.
And they just lost Ben Allen.
Exactly. So they can make it to 6th seed.
But they signed Moses Brown. And that was a damn good move.
But y'all think because he lost Harris that we ain't got no other shooters. Like, is Curry not a shooter?
So,
I mean,
Patty
Kyrie,
Mills.
like if KD stays healthy, we talking about Brooklyn. No more toe game, Gates. They in the championship.
He got to put on smaller shoes. Tell him he got to wear smaller shoes.
Right, he got to wear smaller shoes. And the only team that they have an issue with is either Philly and Giannis. Other than that, Brooklyn got it. They should have went last year, but you know,
I agree. They should have went last. It should have been Phoenix in Brooklyn.
Right.
I agree.
And speaking of Phoenix, everybody counting them. They only lost 13 games this year, and they doing this without Chris Paul. So
real talk. I got Phoenix coming out the West, and here's why. Because when the playoffs start, Paul's gonna be back, and this time, them going to get Torrey Craig. That may not be like an earth-shattering move, but that was a very vital move. And
but you do know when they didn't make the playoffs in the bubble league. If they would have made the playoffs, they would have won that year because they went on an 8-game winning streak, and that's when they started playing as a team that year. And then the next year they made it to the championship, and then they lost last year because they stopped doing the fucking pick and roll. So Phoenix that's them and Warriors.
They ain't gonna be Golden State. Draymond coming back, Clay back, so we Golden State back in the finals. Andrew Wiggins made the All-Star game.
I can't just give it to Golden State that easily, Mike. I can't.
Nope.
I can't give it to him that easily, man. Because
Phoenix has been consistent 3 years in a row.
Torrey Craig, and then I heard somewhere that Draymond there's a rumor out there Draymond may not come back at all.
No, you tripping. He back. He already started playing there. He's gonna be back.
He's
next week. Yeah,
he's doing contact practice. He's doing contact practice.
Doing practices and everything. He's gonna be back next week.
He'll be back, but back on Brooklyn, if they lift that band, then they in.
Real quick, here's my question. Then I'm gonna move on the field. So you got Draymond back. If James Wiseman doesn't come back, who's matching up against Aiden McGee, Biyombo, and Jalen Smith? And please don't say Bill Leeson.
Do you think they really worried about matching up with them? They just gonna do them like they do Rudy Gobert.
Rudy Gobert's not offensive.
They're gonna do DeAndre Ayton like they
Neither
do Rudy
is
Gobert.
them.
Stop it, Mike.
DeAndre Ayton ain't no more of an offensive threat than Rudy Gobert. And if you don't believe me, go check out their numbers.
So DeAndre Ayton is not an offensive
It ain't
threat.
about his numbers. It's about that pick and roll that they run so swell. So swell.
Where do you think all Rudy Gobert buckets come from?
Offensive rebounds.
And pick and roll.
But more of offense.
You acting like they point guard is John Stockton or something.
So wait. So DeAndre Ayton was not giving it to Milwaukee Sunday. I saw that game. And please don't lie, because I saw that game and he was cooking Milwaukee ass from mid-range. I saw that
same
game.
thing he did last year.
He was cooking them. DeAndre Ayton has an offensive game. It's just that it's streaky. I know. It flows better. Yes, granted, Chris Paul makes everybody look good, but DeAndre Ayton is far from a scrub. Far. And then so you talking about, James Wiseman, he makes all the difference in the world. But I'm telling you now, if Golden State doesn't have James Wiseman, they are not beating Phoenix. I don't give a damn how much scoring they got. Phoenix got too much size for them boys. Too much size.
Do you want your Warriors sunny side up or
Well, to get back to the actual topic at hand, to answer your question, D-Boy, I think if they lift the mandate, then Brooklyn definitely gonna be a dangerous team. That's literally the only reason why Brooklyn ain't a dangerous team now. That's dang the reason why they 33-33 right now. Because Kyrie only played like half of these games.
Mm-hmm. And because
KD been hurt. So, and to be honest, you ain't even got to count Ben Simmons in any of this. If they just lift the mandate and let Kyrie play, at the very least, they could get to the second round. In my honest opinion, now I say the second round because they're more than likely going to run into either Milwaukee, Philly, or Miami in that second round, and I'm not sure if they're going to get past them guys. But I think they'll be the most dangerous playing team for sure. And once you get in, like, hey, KD still KD, and if Kyrie playing all the games, see that go itself right there. You got Seth and Patty Mills that's gonna be shooting from anywhere, ever on the court. They got a big man in Drummond that's gonna hold down the paint. And they got Claxton too. Claxton pretty good. Y'all sleep on Claxton.
Oh yeah, I like Speedy Claxton.
No. Anyway.
Claxton is from old Philadelphia 76ers, man.
I sure did. My bad.
That boy says Speedy Claxton.
I'm sorry.
This man says
All time is kicked
point
in.
guard. Nick
Claxton
Claxton.
kicked in.
That boy says Speedy Claxton.
Brooklyn's team is still good. It's just like they handicap because Kyrie can't play home games. And I think that, to answer your question, if the mandate was lifted, they'll definitely be dangerous. I just don't think they'll take out them top three teams in the East. To be honest, I think they'll struggle against the Bulls too. To be honest with you, I think they'll struggle against them. They struggled against them all year.
I think they would, only because they don't have Joe Harris. Who knows if Ben Simmons who knows if Ben Simmons decides who knows if he's going to decide he wants to actually play.
Oh, when I'm talking about Brooklyn, I'm not even counting Ben Simmons in any of this.
Why do y'all keep bringing up Harris?
I put Ben Simmons out of this. This is me evaluating them without Ben Simmons.
Y'all keep saying Joe Harris like he didn't shoot 1 for 7 or something.
Facts. Like
Joe Harris did not play well in the playoffs last year.
Yeah, he did. He did. But the playoffs, what you need in the playoffs is a post game, and what you need in the playoffs is defense, a post game, and 3-point shooting.
You got a Curry brother on the team.
Brooklyn got all that, minus the defense.
Yeah, they do. They have all that. But like you said,
I told you, what I see their downfall, man. It's
that's where they're gonna wreck it.
Somebody not gonna play. Kyrie, KD, Benson. Somebody not gonna play, and it's gonna be their downfall.
Injuries. That's the only thing. But they're gonna beat Miami.
I don't think they're beating Miami.
Nah.
That's
the only team that probably would, like I said, the only team I feel that can give Miami some problems is, I hate to say it, but it is Milwaukee.
Ain't no way Steve Nash finna outcoach no Eric Spoelstra, bro.
Nope. Nah, that's not finna happen. David, what's your take on this, sir?
As far as them being a threat, yeah, that'd be a threat. Any team with Kevin Durant is a threat. So that's just how valuable that man is as a player and throughout the whole league. So they're going to be a threat. But the fact that Kyrie can only play half of the games, that can run them into some trouble. If they have to go play a home game, like a game 6 or something, that's vital, and they lose it. Yeah. So they got more opportunities to lose than win, because you got Kyrie who only can play road games. And then I know Phil didn't bring him up, but we got that other guy, Ben Simmons. So we don't know what he gonna be like. He ain't played since June of last year. And we don't know what we getting out of him. And we don't even know if he's ready to play now. So I think he's really going to mess up the chemistry, honestly. Especially if Kyrie's not playing. Who is KD back in where he was in last year? Have to play pretty much hero ball to even keep the games close.
Right.
So honestly, they're a threat, but I'm with everybody else. I got them. They can make it to the second round, but they'll probably get taken out second round if not fully healthy.
Yeah. I see your point.
That's crazy that y'all talk about how KD got to carry a load, but then he was making. I'm gonna be that guy. I'm sorry, but I remember when everybody talk about how LeBron got carried a load. Y'all ain't care about that crap. No, I don't care about that crap with KD.
Fair, that's fair.
Hey, I'm the same way, bro. I don't care about that with KD either. And he ain't been getting it done, which is why I do not got confidence in them getting it done. Facts, because
Well,
he ain't been getting it done. He got to run the teammate. That's how he got his ring. He had to run his stuff because he couldn't get it done. That's how he ran his stuff.
well,
he ain't done.
Well, I know Brooklyn's done playing the Bulls. I believe they still got to play Toronto one more time, and I think they got a couple more games against Milwaukee and Atlanta. So that pretty much is going to conclude the topics for the night. I want to thank my panel. In closing, does anybody have anything they want to add? Final thoughts?
Yeah, I got one for y'all real quick. Cleveland making it to the Eastern Conference Finals this year, and I said it twice. Cleveland making it to the Eastern Conference Finals this year.
Somebody mute this man.
Yeah.
Where's Bernie Mac at? We need him.
Wait, hold on, David. I'll say this, Phil. If Jerry Allen didn't get hurt, I wouldn't laugh.
Yeah,
but
fact.
That injury to Jerry Allen is gonna hurt. Matter of fact, it's really gonna hurt. Yeah, like I said, getting Moses Brown, that was a good move. But them losing Jerry Allen,
he won't make the same impact as Jared.
Yeah, he won't make that's what I'm saying. He won't make the same impact.
That pick and roll with DG is ridiculous. Like it's gonna be different with Moses right there. Good thing they still got Evan.
Matter of fact, we play y'all Saturday, and you already know I'm tuning in. I'm not missing a second of that.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else got any final thoughts?
My final thought is them Bulls, when fully healthy, all them teams that was beating on them, all them top teams that beat on the Bulls in the regular season ain't gonna beat on the Bulls in the playoffs. That's all I'm gonna say.
Philadelphia, Milwaukee, and the story.
That is funny.
One of them they see in the playoffs, they gonna get it right in the playoffs. They lost to them in the regular season, but I think they're gonna get it right in the playoffs.
So you got the Bulls going to the finals, is what you're saying?
I ain't say all that. I just said one of them teams that whooped on them in the regular season gonna get spanked in the playoffs. That's all I'm gonna say.
I can see that.
Who, the Toronto Raptors?
My final
I
say
said one of the big ones, the Phillies, the Milwaukee's, all the teams. One of them gonna get.
You saying they're gonna beat them in like one game in the series? Yeah.
No, they might. They gonna win the series. They gonna win the series against one of them teams that been spanking.
All right, fellas, I gotta let Marcus and Mike get their final thought because we almost out of time. Marcus, go ahead, sir.
Milwaukee and Phoenix in the finals. It's a
rematch.
I hate to say it, but I think
rematch.
Yeah, if it's not Phoenix in Miami, it's definitely gonna be Milwaukee and Phoenix again, unfortunately. Mike, what's your final thoughts, sir?
Final thoughts, I don't really got no finals picks right now. I'm finna see how the rest of the season play out. It's it's too shifty right now with everything, injuries, people coming in, going out. So you know what I'm saying. But once playoffs start, we'll see how it's looking. I'm just waiting on everybody to pop on here with a Matthew Stafford jersey.
This guy. David, what's your final thoughts, sir?
I really don't have much, but I'm gonna go with Milwaukee, and I'm torn between Phoenix and Golden State because I think that's gonna be the Western Conference matchup. It all depends on health in that series. So I got Milwaukee coming out the East, and it gets Phoenix, so Phoenix and Golden State.
Ja, don't forget about Ja.
Don't get me started.
A healthy Klay Thompson is over with for the West.
My final thought is don't sleep on Memphis.
D-boy,
Don't sleep on Memphis. That's all I'm gonna say. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is our show for the evening. I want to thank my panel for you guys did an awesome, amazing job. And please follow us on Twitter at Can I Get Some Sports With That? Or should I say hashtag Can I Get Some Sports With That? And also please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Again, I want to thank my panel, and we will see you guys Sunday. You guys have an awesome, awesome evening, and peace out.
Peace.
He's out.